Okay, we're back to a new regular show review, and if you want to see the last one, go and check it out. And we're back with the next two episodes of Season 5 of Regular Show. And we start with the first one, and it's another good one. And yeah, it starts with everybody's so hot, and Benson telling them that the park is closed today because of the heat. And yeah, they decide to go to the coffee shop to go and get some ice just for Rigby to cool off. And Eileen, though, and she's like, is just with those, her eyes or her pupils are so big, saying if that's better, and if if he's cooled off, Rigby is, and wondering what happened to the Mordecai and the Rigbys, and saying if they should bring the band back together because there's a if you there's this contest that's happening, and if you win a AC, and yeah, they tell everybody on to getting the band back together, and that they'll be able to play the instruments too. And Thomas wants to be a British, manager. And yeah, they're got all the instruments, and of course Thomas with his British accent is telling them to pipe down. And yeah, everybody's playing, and yeah, of course, not so bad, I would say, not too bad. And then Benson is just getting on everybody, just saying that gotta do this, gotta do that, gotta do that. Again, just being controlling, basically, and getting angrier and angrier. And yeah, they all line up in the bathroom and saying that Benson is just not doing it for us. They gotta do something. And yeah, of course, he overhears them and gets angry and quits. And yeah, everybody's getting ready for the contest, and yeah, they end up getting in a fight and all leaving. And yeah, of course, Rigby doesn't know how he's going to be able to do this, but Eileen actually tells him that she believes that he can get the band back together. And yeah, they're all there because just because Rigby lied, saying that there would be pizza involved. And of course, yes, Mordecai. And yeah, Rigby telling them that there is no pizza, but they can still do this. And yeah, they end up ruining the instruments. Yeah, everybody just ends up destroying the instruments, and now they have nothing to play. And saying that they're sorry about this, and that they're saying that they can still win this. And they say we say the judges, showing this band not being cool, and get thrown off to the stage. And yeah, they just play imaginary instruments, and yeah, it's just very funny. And something else too, and Eileen and Thomas's face are priceless until the sparks come out, and it seems like they're actually playing very good, and actual instruments appear as well, which just seem really cool, and they actually sound really cool here, and the judges think it's really cool. Like all of the judges think it's really cool, and yeah, do this cool song as well, and then getting blasted with this imaginary thing coming, this king that cools them off from the air conditioner, their AC. And yeah, they wake up and they're like they won, but no. Apparently, Eileen said that they fainted from heat stroke. Yeah, they were so hot that they all fainted from the heat, and they became last place. And of course, yeah, the judge is saying not cool, and yeah, they ended up in the hospital. They end up in the hospital because of it. But then they're like, but hey, AC. But then they get cold and wondering if they can do something with the AC after all that. Yeah, then we go to the next one, and it's another good one, and it starts with Rick, Rigby and Mordecai playing a video game, and Pops actually coming over to them and actually wanting them to pick up a portrait for this park manager's Hall of Fame that is happening, because Benson is being honored, and he says that he actually trusts Mordecai and Rigby, and actually showing some of these details also, and just again, I just love Pops's laugh. his laugh is priceless. And yeah, of course, they get to the door before it closes, and yeah, they get the painting. And of course, Rigby is the one to say that he wants to check out the portrait. And yeah, he's like, I'm not letting you get anywhere with that pencil. I mean, yeah, that you know something's gonna happen. And yeah, of course, he has the pencil over his pinky, but then that part really hurt. Like it hurt the inside of me when that pencil went inside the wrapping, the package wrapping. And oh yeah, again, they made it worse as well. Like, yeah, that just hurts. That just ended up hurting the inside of me when that pencil was sliding down inside. Oh, it's like as bad as when they were eating those meatball subs sandwiches in that very white limousine, right? That limo. Remember that? Like that hurt as well. Just seeing all that sauce all over the place. And yeah, Mordecai is having to try to figure out a plan. And yeah, of course, he's going to try to paint the portrait, but again, he's not being able to do it. And yeah, Rigby is making something, and yeah, it's just not so great. And yeah, Mordecai trying to get the setting up for it and saying that he can't concentrate with Rigby and saying that why does he have another of those pencils and saying that it's not done yet. And yeah, he didn't even do anything. And yeah, he like you got to feel bad for Mordecai though. He's just talking about when it comes to the art class and stuff. And then we see this guy that reminds me of Bob Ross as well. Yeah, like he literally does remind me of Bob Ross a bit. And yeah, he watches this video of him and thinking back, I guess when he was in the class and this lady comes over wondering if he can paint her. And yeah, he then paints her and she starts crying. And yeah, he just has that from his head. And yeah, he tells them to try to find a different perspective and thinks about Benson. And yeah, it's even worse of what it seems. And yeah, they overhear Skips and Benson talking. And yeah, Rigby even thinks it's not good and tries to take pictures of Benson and showing these pictures that he managed to get, which yeah, they're not so great. And Pops is wondering where they are and where the painting is. And yeah, they end up fighting and yeah, get up, making all that cheese go onto the projector. And yeah, all these different pieces of the projector comes to life and talking about you call this a painting and just criticizing Mordecai and trying to get the painting. And yeah, them having to fight as well. Like absolutely crazy. And then that guy comes out and actually gives some advice on actually being able to help, which he then gets his fist with paint and starts punching them as well. And yeah, they end up taking out all of the different slides of Benson. And yeah, their faces are not so great when they realize with the painting, which then it's time to present it. And of course, Benson is like, you didn't, tells Pops, you didn't entrust it with Mordecai and Rigby. Yeah, he kind of did. And yeah, they unveil the painting, and everybody is all disgusted. And yeah, it just does look like it didn't go so well. But then they turn the painting over, and everybody appreciates it and likes it. And yeah, Mordecai is saying that we understand if you want to fire me. But no, he actually likes it. It really captures him. And of course, the guy that was hosting this saying that they can't be able to put up with this painting. But then Vincent actually has a good spot to put it, and it's actually in his office. But then it falls, and he's like, "I knew I shouldn't let Mordecai and Rigby hang up the painting." But yeah, at the end of the day, at least Benson liked it, right? At least they managed to like it, and saying that he's quite Mordecai is quite an artist. But yeah, really good episodes here. Like to know what y'all think. Catch you next one.